Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my project. This is Kororinpa, a game that I bought when I first bought my Wii, and then I completely forgot about. Apparently it's sometime in the intermediate period, There we go. Sorry, the game was very loud. Somewhere during the intermediate time, I apparently sold my copy of it, so I bought a new one off Amazon, because it was when I was playing through, Super Monkey Ball. That doesn't seem to be stable, but, yeah, I was playing through Super Monkey Ball, and I suddenly kind of remembered this game. It was like, you know what? That'll make a nice, easy project, because I'm currently planning, Majora's Mask, my next big one, and boy, is that a big one and a complicated one to plan, and I'm so excited for it, but aware that it is a complicated maneuver. So I thought I'd do something that's both an easy gameplay and an easy edit. So, fair warning, I've not played this since the Wii came out in 2000 and whatever. 7, was it? Something like that. As you can see, oh dear. Right. There we go. You can go back up the way. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding the Wii Remote to... Oh, now here's where it becomes a little tricky. Oh, jeez, yes, that was beautiful. Didn't need to go down and get that green one, but I did anyway. So I had the Wii Remote in my hand, and I'm just tilting it around to control the level, and that is literally it for control of this. But as you can see, if you pass the Wii Remote around like I was doing there, you can... It's not like Super Monkey Ball where you can only rotate within the bounds of the analog stick. Like, I can turn things completely upside down if I want to. I shouldn't, but I technically can. Magnets are quite cool, because they magnetize your ball to them. I'm trying to do my standard, like, Let's Play approach to this one, of, like, explaining what I'm doing, but I know this game no better than you, I suspect. Balls. It's also incredibly Japanese, this, and I love it. Like, even the English in it is, in the menus and stuff like that, is not well translated, and it's wonderful. Even the name Kororinpa, I don't know what that means. Maybe I'll look it up, maybe I won't. But yes, as you must have gathered, in the top right there, you can't see it anymore because I've just done it, but in the top right gives you a goal for each level, where you've got a certain number of little gemstone things that you need to get throughout the stage. When you get all of them, the goal opens, and then you finish. There are places where the ball will slow down. Don't get caught up. And you can see I've got a compass in my bottom left that basically tells me roughly how I'm holding the controller. The one thing it's kind of missing, unfortunately, is... Oh! Worth a shot. Is a way to rotate the camera, which you can't do. And yes, you see that pressing A... Ooh, honey trap. As you can see, pressing A completely restarts the level for you, which is not what I was hoping for, I'll be honest. There we go, this is a nice little one. This reminds me of a much tamer version of Coaster from Super Monkey Ball 2. Unfortunately, this game isn't... It's probably not going to... Ooh, that's slippery busted! There we go, we're okay. That's the thing, I keep thinking in terms of, like, Monkey Ball physics, so it's like... that it's like, if you go too fast, you won't be able to go back up the way. But it's like, no, I could completely, if I wanted to, just tilt this to go straight back up. So it's kind of more free than that, and it's just a fun little bit of design. I suspect it's not going to take too long. I literally have no idea, though. This is just it's an afternoon. I've just sat down. Basically, I was going to record... right. Full disclosure, as of this recording, I still haven't recorded the final chunk of Metroid Prime episodes, which is the last 7 episodes, which I was... Oh, Penguin Ball? Yes! Yeah, you can get different balls for it. They all have slightly different properties, but they also just look different. No, not retried balls. Map. There we go, that's what I wanted to do, because map lets me choose my ball as well. Or not. Oh, map is look at this map. Okay, that's not what I thought. Quit, then, I guess. Was that what I wanted to do? Yes, it kind of was. Heaven's Park. That sounds interesting. There's a different musical choice. How do I choose my ball, though? Oh, is it when I press A on this? Yeah, there we go. Balls. So what we got? We got Ladybird, nice and easy. Cat, cute sounds. Candy, a bit faster. And Penguin, cute sounds. Let's go for the Penguin ball for now, because it's ridiculous. Scissor cut. You can't move this. When the scissors close, you can't move food. To get forward, try and... Wait, what? I can... It does make cute sounds, they're quite right. Oh, getting that green one is going to be interesting. That's mostly for bonus points anyway. And of course I'm going to do it, and fail instantly. It's a weird kind of grip you got to have for this one. I'm basically like holding the... Oh, I'm holding the controller kind of with both hands, because you obviously do sometimes need to pass it around the full... Oh, even me dying still counts as getting the green, apparently. Also, this penguin looks like it's not a ball, but I think it is. I think it doesn't actually render the physics on the flippers or any parts of it. So you can see here, you can just basically change what the floor is how you do this. So it's a bit more like that than it is like Monkey Ball. I always talked when I was doing Monkey Ball about the importance, in some ways, of getting your head around the fact that you're moving the level, and not the ball. Oh, dog. But here you are absolutely moving the level and not the ball, and that is kind of crucial. If you think you're moving the ball, you're just not going to be able to get your head around how this game works. Because obviously you just need to think of the controller as being the stage. As for commentary, you can imagine this game isn't going to give me a whole deal to work with, so I might be a little quieter than I normally am. Because... So, that was the point I was going to make, was I was going to say... Yeah, like, normally I sit down and record quite big chunks in one session, and I was planning on doing that, but then basically the way the timing of today's worked out... Basically, I found out I got... Despite coronavirus lockdown, yes, it's still that time, why I have plans in both the afternoon and the evening. Wow. I have plans in the evening, and... The Sprite has plans in the afternoon which involve dance routines and such in the living room, which is where I record. So that was off the cards. And I was like, well, I've got kind of the time and the right energy for recording, so I might as well just sit down and do this. I have no idea how this is even going to split when it comes to like episodes or anything. So I was just like, I'll just record it, see what happens, because I've not got like now 4 free hours that I need to record that last chunk of Metroid Prime, because it's got that level, which, if you've watched Metroid Prime, you'll have seen, but it's got an episode where it's like, nice. Where it's like gathering a load of shit, like, all around the world, and, basketball. I should probably look at the balls again in a bit. I'll finish off these park levels, and then I'll have a look at the ball situation. Normal phrase to hear, that is, bumpy road, and the walls, are they really there? Careful not to fall off. But yeah, like, the Metroid Prime ones are always quite an odd one, because they're pretty editing heavy, and to be honest, practice heavy, because I need to make sure I get all the scans and equipment and stuff like that, and Prime 3 has been easier than the other two, because it's a lot more forgiving on that kind of stuff. It's got just less scans in general, and a lot of its stuff is easier to find, and there's more recourse for if you miss something to go back and get it, so it's been generally kind of more forgiving in that regards. And therefore it's kind of been easier to do large chunks of. Like, people might be surprised to know that I've only recorded it in 4 sessions. Because I will sit down and I'll record, like, usually it tends to be 4 to 6 episodes of whatever I'm doing, depending on what those episodes are and when there's a good stopping point in kind of one sitting. Oh, that was it. Oh, good lord. I was going to say that's an interesting finish. That's because it wasn't the finish. And the Metroid Prime ones are quite odd, because they have the system of save points. It means if I don't end a recording session on what's considered on a save point, then I either have to end the recording session and then go and find a save point, and then when I start the next session go back to where I was, which can be a bit annoying, or have to record like the first, especially if it's somewhere where I'm not going to naturally get to a save point for a while, I have to record like the first few minutes. Oh, I missed that orange one, damn it. I have to record like the first couple of minutes of... I know crystals are still remaining. Oh, did it just kill me? Good lord. Yeah, you have to like record the first couple of minutes of the next episode, and then like as soon as I do find a save point, pause that episode like recording wise, and then just pick it up next time I do it, and it's weird. I don't particularly like doing that, so I tend to just run a recording session on them until I get to a save point. That's been a lot easier with Prime 3, because you've got the gunship and use that to move around a lot. It means finding a save point is far less taxing than it has been in previous games. Ooh, sunny smile. This game is just so wholesome. And I genuinely can't remember if it gets difficult or not. That's going to be fun. This is the closest I've done for quite some time, if ever. This is probably the closest I've done ever to a blind Let's Play. I don't really do those so much, though I have one planned if various rumours come to fruition. Because there's talk about... I've heard a lot of rumours going around about various Nintendo old Mario games being remastered, including one of my all-time favourites, Super Mario Sunshine, which the more long-term fans amongst you probably know I've already done a Let's Play of, and therefore, if they do indeed remaster Mario Sunshine for the Switch, I will absolutely do a blind Let's Play of it. I will look at my old Let's Play to plan things out, like what shines to do in what order, assuming they don't change anything, but other than that, it's going to be essentially blind, and that'll be an exciting thing to do, but that is entirely conditional. Oh yeah, I forget that crystals I've got already stay, which is quite nice. That's if that remaster actually happens, which I have no idea. It's still apparently quite firm rumour at this point, but still just rumour, and that'd be kind of fun to do, because like I wouldn't even like. So normally, as you may or may not know, I I do practice for series where I kind of just run through my notes, make sure I've kind of got everything. Oh, that's gravity powered, that thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of make sure that everything is where I want it to be, and that I'm doing everything in an order which is both efficient in terms of item gathering and also gives me a nice narrative. Like in Sunshine, for example, as well, I tried to make sure that I didn't spend too long in the same area, so I wouldn't just cannonball through one area, but mix around a little bit. Ooh, Candyland. That sounds very good. But I wouldn't do any of that for the Sunshine remaster. I would literally just blast straight into it. Let's head back out to the map and have some coffee. That's the other weird thing, because it's the afternoon. Normally I record in the evening, with... actually, hold on a second, I'm going to choose some music. Geometric Nature, Sunny Smile, Random. You know what, let's go for Random. Kind of at least makes it up a little bit. Balls, what have we got? Pig, cute sound. Dog, cute sound. Frog, cute sound. Let's see a thing there. Fast and a bit jumpy on the old basketball. Let's go for the Gribbit for a bit. Oh, that was a weird noise. I'd prefer it if you hadn't made that, but hey. Ups and downs. What's your timing when you hit the moving floor? Keep steady when you're on it too. Oh, good. I'm holding the control level. There we go. I suppose it's... I always feel like it's calibrating or something there, but it's not. It's just... I wouldn't really call that a cute sound. I'll level with you there, game. That's a slightly strange gribbiting... Well, I suppose it's a frog, but it sounds like a very wet frog compared to what I'd expect. But yeah, it will be always odd. It is always odd to do a Let's Play without practicing, and that's kind of what... That's how I always... Oh, there is just a lift there. Oh, well. Yeah, that's how I kind of define the inter-project projects like this one, is usually they're the ones that I don't do any practicing for. I just kind of launch into them. And I suppose there's no reason why, if the Sunshine thing does happen, I couldn't actually just use that as an inter-project project, except that I know it would be approximately in the 18 episodes range and quite big, because that's how big Sunshine was. But Sunshine is one of those ones I would almost... It's weird. Sometimes I look at a Let's Play and actually almost just want to redo it. Not because there's anything wrong with it, well, there are in some cases, but not in the case of Sunshine, just because Sunshine's a really good fun game, and I reckon if I did it again, weird shit would happen in a different way, and there would be other, like, funny moments, because Sunshine's one of my favourite games, and it's one of my favourite Let's Plays I've done, and it's done quite well, views-wise, which I'm always pleased with. I always like it when a series I'm proud of is also a good one. Not like Star Fox Adventures. I don't know how much I've bitched about that actually on recording, but... So Star Fox Adventure is also one of my absolute favourite games, and I don't know if it's still the case, but there was a while where if you searched Let's Play Star Fox Adventures, or even just Star Fox Adventures, my Let's Play of it was certainly first page. Partly because it's an obscure game, but it's quite cool to have a game which I really like, for which I'm changing away from this frog, by the way, because it's making a really weird noise and I don't like it. But yeah, let's go for the basketball, mix things up a bit. It's a normal ball rather than an easy ball. Oh, round and round. But yeah, so that's one of my... Definitely it's my... But there's, by any way you statistically slice it, it is my my most successful Let's Play, Star Fox Adventures. And it's cool to be, yeah, for one of my favourite games to be among the first results when you search for it. Unfortunately, as a Let's Player, I wasn't quite done yet, as in, like, the chicken ain't done yet, it's a bit raw, put it back in the oven. Oh, balls. I tried to recover it, it didn't work. I wasn't quite done yet when I did that series, and as such, it feels a bit bizarre. Like, I talk during cutscenes, and it's not very, like, completionist, there's no visualizer, which is also very sad. And as such, I always consider coming back to that one and kind of doing it again. But it feels weird to, like, redo a Let's Play in that way. And I don't know, it's like... Anyone who's watching this, which is probably not going to be many people, because God knows this is not a famous game by anyone's stretch of the imagination. But hey, maybe the more dedicated fans will watch it nonetheless. Would people be interested in a kind of in a redoing of some of the old Let's Plays? Not that I'm running out of Let's Play content to do. That's not a risk for now, especially because I got some real big bastards planned upcoming. Because now, ooh, Nintendo. Oh, bloody hell! Yes. Where's this? Oh, there's in there. Balls. I didn't want to come this way actually. Whoop. Yeah, now Nintendo have confirmed the release date for another remaster. This one's definitely real. That's been added to my old schedule. It's going to be... I'm going to do Majora's Mask and then probably another one in between that, because Majora's Mask is quite a big one, and then that game is colossal, and I don't want to launch straight into that. So I think I'd do one which I want to do anyway, which I wanted to for a while, and it's the second game in the series. The first game in the series went... Why am I being so sneaky? It's fucking Pikmin 2. I enjoyed doing Pikmin, and Pikmin did really well, but also Pikmin 1 is a weird game. It's much like me during Star Fox Adventures. It doesn't quite feel like it's done yet. I feel like it's a tech test / proof of concept for Pikmin 2, whereas Pikmin 2 is a fantastic game, though much harder in a lot of ways. Hopefully there weren't any on that one. What? Oh, that was a death hole. That was the devil's hole. Oh dear. Can't be doing with that. Yeah, so I'd really like to do Pikmin 2, because really, I basically, to put it simply, I would have done Pikmin 1, except Pikmin 2 straight off the bat, except, oh, holding it on the side, spooky. I would have done Pikmin 2 off the bat, except it feels weird to, from a Let's Playing perspective, launch straight into the later one in the series, for the same reason I wouldn't... Oh, rugby ball, that's going to be fun, if it's shaped like a rugby ball. But, yeah, it feels weird to launch straight into the second one in the series, for the same reason though Zelda isn't a series in the same way, for the same reason I wanted to do Ocarina of Time before doing Majora's Mask, just because they kind of lead on to one another from a narrative sense. More extreme example of that, I suppose, would be Mass Effect 2. I don't know why I said 2 like that. I was kind of thinking about going into holes. Why do I speak? But yeah, Mass Effect 2, where that's way better than Mass Effect 1, but you absolutely could not just launch straight into it. What? I turned the remote upside. I keep doing that. I always try and like use the level to catch my ball if it's going south, and every time it doesn't work. But every time I still try it, because that's as they say, the definition of intelligence is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting it to work. But I guess yeah, this one's been yeah, this one's been quite nice so far. I mean, this is probably still the first episode because I'm only been recording for 18 minutes, but oh, sneaky. Oh, tease it. There we go. It's been quite nice to just kind of actually have a game which I don't have to think, oh, come on! Right, let's do that a bit more gently this time. There we go. But yeah, it's been nice to actually have a bit of a reflect back on... Oh, soccer ball. Panda, they're all here. To kind of reflect back on the channel a little bit, because also I'm intending to upload this around about... So 27th of April, I believe, is our anniversary. It's the anniversary of our first... video, so hold on a second, let's see what these other balls are. Soccer ball, normal, fast bit, jumpy. Panda, super easy ball, last resort. I was like you literally can't fail or something. Yeah. Rugby ball, normal, hard to roll. Fuck it, let's try the rugby ball. It is a rugby ball, though it's clearly an American football, even though it's shaped like a rugby ball. From the colour and the stitching and whatnot. Oh, this is going to be a real... I've done myself a disservice here, I suspect. Oh well. But yeah, I intend to put this up on what will be... If I aim for the 27th, roughly. The 27th is, or was, depending on when you're watching this, the... oh, balls. This is... I feel like that went way better than I had any right to. Yeah, that will be the 20... I'm just reading the numbers I say on the screen. The 27th of April, my brain is fried, will be the 7th anniversary of The Gentleman. Or at least of our first video going up, which was Pokemon Versus. So not, I suppose, the anniversary of my solo stuff, but the kind of the inception of The Gentleman. Oh, we finally did the other day. I don't think this will have gone live yet, but we did our first recording ever with all four of us, so me, the Sprite, the Dragon, and the Boy, on recording PCs, like on gaming PCs, because the Boy, after a very long time, has now got a gaming-capable PC. And it's like, it's weird that tease it. I recovered that pretty fucking well, if I do say so myself. But yeah, for the first time ever, we all have gaming-capable PCs. Car crunch? Is that a ball? Is that a music? Is that a level? Questions, Frodo. Questions that need answers. I was going to say who was going to get where that quote's from, but the fact that I said Frodo in it doesn't exactly... It's an obscure quote, but were it not for the fact that it name-drops Frodo, then at least it's quite obvious where it's from. That's a death hole. Yep, that was a death hole. I said it, and then I fucking went in it anyway, because apparently I'm stupid. So let's not go that way this time. Oh, this is a maze. This will be fun. Oh, I did want to go that way. I don't know why I'm still using this rugby ball. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's also not great either because it's a rugby ball. That bit is a different colour. Okay, I thought that was going to be the devil's waffle, but it was just regular waffle. You know when you say a phrase and you wonder if you're the first person to ever say that phrase. Not because I'm necessarily the first person to ever say it, but like the phrase "the devil's waffle" can't have come up very often in, the annals of human history. Man, it is amazing how quickly I just degenerate into talking complete shit. Right, where the fuck is the end of this level? Because I have not seen it yet. It'll be in one of these holes. You know what? I'm going to look at the map. Oh, I just go off the bottom, do I? There we go. Oh, that's so tempting, that bit down the middle. Oh, I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Why am I doing this to myself? Right, let's tease it down there. Right. This is like the worst possible ball to do this with as well. Oh, tease it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is horrifying. No! Oh, I'm going to have to try that again now. Why? Why am I doing this to myself? Ugh. Well, it'll be a good ending for episode 1, I suppose, looking at the timer. Get a good boy. Right, take 2. Because apparently I hate myself. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, ho, ho. I'm real good at this game. That's not true, but if you believe it, then that's half the battle, I suppose. Is that the end of Candyland now? Maybe. Apparently not. There we go. Oh, yeah, 2 more. Well, we'll finish off this episode with Candyland then. So how's lockdown treating people? I'm curious to see how different people in different countries are handling it, and to what extent. Because I know at least in the US it very much seems to vary on a state-by-state basis, the degree of enforcement and encouragement of doing the old lockdown thing. So I do want to start a bit of a discussion in comments of how people are finding it. Depending on whether it's going to be lifted or something like that, we might... Well, I mean, so it's been quite handy for us, because it means obviously we can't do the usual meeting up that we do, for recording, but because now everyone's got a gaming PC, and basically people actually have... Whoop! That was a ballsy move. Because we do generally have more like free time in the evenings, because we're not doing like, other social activities or anything like that, we're actually finding much more time to record together. Getting footage has been interesting, because we all live in bloody different cities, so our old trick of posting a USB stick also doesn't work particularly well, because the post is on the slow side at the moment. Oh, this is ice. That's awful! Oh, no, 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 do not want. Oh, God. Okay. Any stories I was going to tell are going to have to be put on hiatus at the moment, because this is terrible. Oh, tease it. Tease it. I am barely moving the controller at the moment. This is just having to skedaddle it over here. I've got 2 more widgets to get. Oh my god. Right, okay. We're off that nonsense at least. Also, that's because that was technically at an angle. It meant I was holding the controller at an awkward angle. Please, the last one be along here somewhere, or I'm going to have a bad time. It is. Wonderful. Right. Oh, and I'm switching off this bloody rugby ball next episode. I don't know why I did this to myself. I mean, obviously because it looks cool as fuck, but there we go. That was episode 1 of Kororinpa. That was a surprisingly fast 25 minutes. Daytown next. And secret number 2. And a watermelon. So many things to look forward to in the next episode of Kororinpa. Thank you very much, and good day.